experience, and an expanding presence across the value chain. Since our early beginnings, we have grown into an established player, while steadily broadening our presence across the bird's nest value chain. Today, our group is principally involved in the midstream and downstream segments of bird's nest industry. In the midstream segment, we process raw, unclean bird's nest into clean bird nest, while also trading both forms to serve customer needs. Our operations are anchored by our processing facilities in Kajang and Batu Caves, while our products reach customers in Malaysia and overseas, including Australia, Vietnam, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Japan, New Zealand, and the USA, with China remaining our principal market. In the downstream segment, we sell processed bird's nest products, including bottled bird's nest and a Rejuvenest health beverage. Our products are made available through a combination of local retail and online channels. This includes our health and personal care retail store operating under the trade name Kanli, as well as selected e-commerce marketplaces. These channels complement our core business by providing direct access to end consumers in Malaysia. We have also expanded the availability of our products to 10 pharmacy chain outlets in the Klang Valley, further strengthening our domestic retail presence. Quality and trust sit at the heart of everything we do. We place strong emphasis on traceability across the supply chain and stringent quality control within our processing operations to uphold product quality and consistency. Supported by facility and process certifications such as MSD, GMP, HACCP, and VHM, as well as Halal certification by JAKIN. Our operations are guided by standards that support the requirements of both local and international markets. We have a broad sourcing network, with our suppliers drawing from approximately 940 registered swiftlet houses across Malaysia. Over the years, we have built a positive industry reputation, particularly in China, based on a report by Chinese Academy of Inspection and Quarantine. Our subsidiaries Ningfeng and Dynamic Transforms are among the top 10 Malaysian companies exporting raw, cleaned edible bird's nest to China, reinforcing our position as one of the leading market players in Malaysia's edible bird's nest industry. Looking ahead, we are focused on long-term growth and value creation. Our plans include manufacturing bottled bird's nest and other herbal beverages in-house, giving us greater control over quality, product development, and formulation flexibility. We also aim to broaden our customer base in China, including manufacturers involved in traditional Chinese medicine and wellness products, while expanding into the export of raw and clean bird's nest to China. These initiatives are supported by a favorable industry outlook, with Malaysia's edible bird's nest export volume forecast to grow to approximately 419.3 tons by 2028. From our roots in bird's nest processing to our growing presence in trading, processed products, and retail channels, our group has continued to evolve with discipline, quality, and purpose. Moving forward, we remain committed to strengthening our market position, expanding our capabilities, and capturing the opportunities ahead in the bird's nest industry. Enest Group Berhad, quality-driven, growth-focused, ready for the next phase.
Mr. David Tan, the Managing Director, Mr. Eric Tan, Executive Director, Mr. Christopher Tan, Chief Financial Officer, as well as Mr. Lok, Chief Operating Officer. While from M&A Securities Sdn Bhd, we have Ms. Laura C., the Associate Director of Corporate Finance. So the floor is now open for questions. First thing first, perhaps we can check with Mr. Lok. Perhaps you can explain a bit further about Enest business model.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mr. Lok from Enest. I'm the COO. So, to answer your question, while company, we are doing this, like everyone has seen just now, the launching. We are doing the edible bird nest, raw clean edible bird nest. So, I guess everyone know what bird nest is. Sorry, you can. Okay. I guess everyone do know about bird nest. So our company mainly deals with exporting bird nest to China, and we also do raw. So we are also expanding into doing raw and clean, and also for the downstream part, we're doing the bottling bird nest. So for end consumer. So
Thank you very much. So understand that there are quite a number of bird nest players in the market, right? Would you mind to share with us about the difference between Enest and the rest?
Okay, one of the major difference, or maybe our competitive strength, is that we are like recognized by Malaysian government, MOH, DBS, and also for the China Custom GSCC. They recognize us, and we are authorized to export. We are one of the few companies in Malaysia that can officially export raw bird nest to China mainland.
All right. Maybe the third question would be, who are your major customer and how many percentage in terms of your revenue contribution?
Okay. Our major customers are mainly in mainland China, which is like 60+% of our sales are dealing with them. Also, we do have some customers in Malaysia local market. We are trading raw bird nest.
All right.
And your cash balance increased from 9.8 million to 38.2 million, while total borrowings also rose from 17.8 million to 34.1 million. Can you share the reason?
Hi, I'm the CFO, Chris Tan. Okay, regarding to our question, it's actually mainly because of our towards end of the December in 2025, we have actually received big orders from our customers. So we actually received a lot of big portion of the deposit, and also these balance from the trade receivable. This way you can see that our trade receivable compared to 2024 actually go a bit over if you compare to our revenue. So also you can see our revenue actually grow from 2024 to 2025, 158 million. So that also part of the reason of my cash increase. Yes. So total borrowing, you can see it's actually increased. It's actually mainly contribute to our investment properties. So we have actually bought 2 factories, as you can see, NCT, which we're going to do RUBN, our new future plan. So that makes our total borrowing go up.
The one in Kajak, is it?
No, NCT is in Sepang.
In the press release, you said there will be a new Kajang facility.
Yes,
Yeah, but
that
it's
is
not
Let me clarify. We have two current factories. We have bought. In our balance sheet. There's two factories. There's one of them is intend to do RUBN. So trading of RUBN, which we require to apply a new license with the GACC. Then the Kajang one is water bird nest, and also our Kajang facility will move over to do processing of bird nest.
Is there a capex for this?
Yes.
How much?
The Kajang is 12 million. So that will do processing of bird nest and also watering of bird nest.
May I know when will it begin operation?
Okay, Q4 quarter 4 will be signing the SMP. Then in 2027 it will be completed because it's completing building. So in 2027 it will be completed. So I think by 2028 or 2029 we will get the license. I mean, because when we move the factory from our Kajang to this new factory, we will require to submit again the GSC and all. So it will require some time. 2029 end of 2028.
2029.
Quarter 2029. So we'll be able to move fully to this new factory. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Morgan from Oriental. Just one question. What are the Enest key advantages in managing the low and create partners and maintaining your pricing power? And when raw and trade partners or price increase, how quickly can you pass the cost to your client?
Pass the cost to raw
Okay, so for one of our key advantages is that we are in this industry for more than 10 years plus. So we have a lot of close connection with a lot of suppliers. So we do have some advantages, like we have some mutual agreement and to let them supply us raw materials. If there's any price adjustment, we will have a threshold. We will have a how to say that? If there's a very sudden changes in price, we will first negotiate with them first, and usually we will agree on a certain pricing. Of course, when our end consumer, like our importer in China, we will also adjust the price accordingly, because bird nest, there's a market value. We do have to follow the value of the bird nest.
So how quickly is it immediately, or maybe to take some time to pass the cost?
Depends on the situation. Like, because now if there's a sharp adjustment, usually we will take 2 to 3 months to reflect to our customers. Because we have the stocks in hand, we will carry some stocks, we will adjust the price, then we further the negotiating with them. Our contract, we only adjust the price then.
Hi, Maya from Bernama. So with the ongoing geopolitical tensions and global trade uncertainties, has Enest experienced any impact on supply chain demand or pricing?
My answer.
Okay. So far, from all our years of experience through COVID, even the war currently in the Middle East, this hasn't affected our business, because even in COVID times, our export increased. So even if there's also the war in the Middle East now, even the price of the petrols, fossil oil, the raise, it doesn't have very strong impact on our costing, because we are using air freight, and we have a long term we have agreed long-term agreement with our logistic partners and all. We can control the pricing of the logistic, so there's no direct impact.
Hi, I'm Phoebe from Singapore. I want to ask, China is your main market. For the past 3 years, the growth only is 1.2 million per year. So, do you expect the growth will have a similar growth, 1 or 2 million, or faster growth after the IPO?
We are constantly applying to increase quota because, as you know, that China, if you have to export to China, there is a quota given by them to us. So we have to get them to audit us and acquire the quota increase to export. So our company throughout all these years, we have been applying for increase of quota. So even currently, we are in the state of acquiring another increase of around 2 tons of quota. We expecting we can acquire this year. So even after this means that, like in our report, currently we can export. Last year we already exported like 18 tons. Once we acquire this new quota, we can increase our export to 20 tons. So besides that, as you can see, we also target on doing RUBN trading locally. So there's like our business is not limited just to China only. Malaysia market, IUBN, export. This are our future plans and current plans. So it will not affect us.
Do you have a physical store in China, or you are doing online business?
More than physical store. Okay. Our company in China, mainly we are like importer. Then we distribute out our goods to our partners there, or other wholesalers. They will take stock from us. So we do not have a physical store. Answering your question, it's not a physical store, but more like an importing company there to help us distribute out our goods.
Thank you. That's very clear. Oh, sorry. This gentleman first.
Okay. Hi, Daniel from BFM. So, does Enest Group has plans to perhaps accelerate diversification into other export markets?
Meaning other countries.
Currently, we are trying to expand. Besides China, we do export to like Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong, other district, Vietnam, Australia, New Zealand. These are the countries we are exporting. But the market there is, if you compare it to mainland China, is a big difference. That's why it will take some time to build up the market there.
Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Thomas from Malaysia News Channel. In the prospectus, the Malaysian export of bird nest declined 36.5% from 2022 to 2025. Perhaps you can share some details.
Okay, because in the overall long term, it's still increasing. But there's a slowdown during that period. That's because during 2024 there was a Newcastle disease, which this has some influence on both Malaysia and China border there. They will close. They stop us from exporting bird nests for a few months, 2 months, like that. That's maybe the effect is from there.
China imports over 74% of the bird nest from Indonesia, and Malaysia is roughly about 25%. What makes Indonesia a top exporter?
Indonesia is a much larger country, so the sources, so they have more greater resources. They can export more. But Malaysia, on the other fact, is because as you know that this bird nest swiftlet is only found in Southeast Asia. Hence, Malaysia also has his unique selling point. Like, despite we are only exporting 20+%, our overall qualities and our control, like Malaysian government said, controls are much stringent than Indonesia. Hence, in China mainland, they recognize it's like they will say, Malaysia bird nest is a way more better quality product. Hence, the price is even higher than Indonesia.
The revenue from China is rather flat. But the Malaysian market revenue is growing rapidly. What are the plans by Enest to even grow Malaysian market further?
Okay, for Malaysian market currently we are going, as in the prospectus, we are starting to grow our local market here from doing the downstream products like bottlings and we also do tradings of raw unclean bird nest with other factories and parties. So these are the dual channel we are trying to expand into. So meaning in Malaysia, we do upstream and also do downstream too. This is where we will be expanding in.
Okay, for Enest, the gross profit margin is around 10%. And in the prospectus, the gross profit margin of the competitors also roughly around that figure. So why is the gross profit margin low, and where does expenses go?
Okay, as you can see, our profit margin is a bit lower compared to competitor. Is because the grades that we actually bought, the nest actually grade A, so is the highest range of the raw bird nest materials. That's why we care about our quality. That's why we don't mind the margin lower, but then we still deliver the quality.
Perhaps you can share a bit more details on the export quotas.
Okay, for export quota, usually our government, this will be a DVS, Department of Veterinary Service, there will come and audit us to check our facilities, our factories, whether we are capable to export that much of bird nest. They will come and do an audit on our plant, check our workers, check our suppliers, whether we have enough suppliers. Then after they ensure everything, they will give a recommended quota, how much we can export, and inform China authority, which is the GSCC, the custom of China. So the China authority will review what they have done, then from there approve our export. To them is import quota in China.
Hi, I'm Ace from Red Tomato Media. May I know of your 4 product types? Are you mainly only focusing on cleaning of raw bird nests? What about the other 3 types of products? What exactly are your breakdown for these 4 types of products contribution? And going forward after IPO, will there be any change? More focusing on any type of product, or it will be the same?
Okay. Total from the 4 products you've seen, currently there's like the raw clean bird nest is our main, which contributes 60+% of our sales. And for the others, like the raw and trading of edible bird nest, that contributes around 20+, 30+%. These 2 are our major and what we are doing. Then for the downstream part is what we are expanding into. We will be focusing more on in the future will be the bottling part and the health beverage. This is our ongoing projects.
Will there be any focus change of product contribution? 60, 30, 10, and then what will happen? 60, 30, then what's the projection of the change in product contribution? Is there any, or it will be the same?
Once our bottling plant, like in our future plan, we will be setting up a factory which will do the bottling. Once the plant is done, we will increase our bottling, which is the downstream product of bottling bird nest for end consumer.
So may I ask, they export to Australia and the other Vietnam, are they mostly raw bird nest or bottled?
Raw clean bird nest.
Okay.
Okay, the working capital we're used to buy raw materials when low price window that time. So we'll buy more to actually gain some advantage from them. So we might see some more profit margin from here if we use the working capital to buy more materials during this window.
So one more. Roughly, what's the average selling price per item?
Per item selling price is if you are talking about export to China, is about 5,400 ringgit. Then in Malaysia, trading is about 2,000 plus raw material. So export is actually raw clean. Then Malaysia, we only treat raw materials.